Hi, I'm Felissa Rose, Angela from Sleepaway Camp, and you're watching the horror, the terror. Woo!
We really did. Yeah.
What is up, my creeps? Richard here with the horror, the terror. And I love spoofs. I live for parodies. I was raised on a steady diet of Airplane, Top Secret, The Naked Gun, Hot Shots, Mel Brooks classics, MST3K, and of course, Weird Al Yankovic. So, when Larry Blamire dropped The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra back in 2001, a loving tribute to the 1950s sci-fi B movies, it hit me right in my retro-futuristic feels. It just totally nailed the awkward dialogue, stiff performances, and stilted sincerity of those old films to such a degree that my friends and I still quote it today. I sleep now. Things like that. So when I finally tracked down Blamire's 2007 follow-up, Trail of the Screaming Forehead, I was hopeful. Another setup of an alien invasion flicks. This one swaps out pod people for disembodied wriggling foreheads that attach to the unsuspecting humans right there in their foreheads and take control of their minds. Yes, foreheads. Just go with it. Now, the gang from Lost Skeleton returns in full force. Faye Masterson and Andrew Parks play scientists at the Institute for Brain Studying, hell-bent on proving that intelligence comes not from the brain, but from the forehead, naturally. Susan McConnell and Daniel Roebuck are a married couple running a cozy bed and breakfast, and while Brian Howe and Dan Conroy play salty sailors who show up hauling cadavers and are looking for repairs to their ship. Blamire himself plays a scheming small-town bar owner with collections of half-baked get-rich-quick schemes like repainting shopping carts and try to resell them to rival stores. His wife Jennifer Blair plays his partner in crime with dreams of a better life. And for B-movie fans, the cast is a smorgasbord of cult icons. Dick Miller, James Karen, and even Kevin McCarthy in a brilliant send-up of his role from the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. But the thing is, it's in color, and somehow that just changes everything. While Lost Skeleton gleefully recreated the black and white aesthetic of the 1950s sci-fi films, Trail swaps that out for color, and with that, I think it loses some of the charm, and it just seems to fade. The 1950s sensibility is still there, like the awkward lines, like, "We need a plan that will work and make things better than they are now." It's still hit, but the delivery feels a bit broader and goofier and more self-aware. The performances lean harder into the awkwardness, and this time around, and not always in a good way. In Lost Skeleton, for example, Andrew Parks thought that his character was playing crowbar felt like a wannabe thespian and thought that this movie was going to be his big break. Here, everyone just feels like they're in on a joke, almost like a bunch of friends just making a movie for their own amusement. And maybe that's exactly what it was. And to be fair, I'm not knocking that. After all, Trail of the Screaming Forehead actually got written, filmed, and released. Something that you can't say for about half the Star Wars movie that Disney has announced. Now, would I recommend this one to my friends? Probably not. I did subject my little sister to it, for science. And we both agreed it has a few funny, memorable moments, but overall, it lands about as flat as your average human forehead. So out of 5 skulls, I give Trail of the Screaming Forehead 2. And with that, my friends, I really hope you enjoyed this review of Trail of the Screaming Forehead. And until next time, remember, you can't take it with you, so give the gifts of life, make sure you're an organ donor, and stay spooky.